Just finished reading through chapter 2 of The Way of Kings. Honor is dead. Whew. Bit of a sudden change. Where do I even start? It's interesting that we jump straight to Kaladin now. I'm glad we are, because it did seem like he was going to be the main character when he showed up in the other chapter, but I wasn't expecting to jump straight here. I was expecting to go to someone else and start establishing some secondary characters and get the world a little bit more built up. Currently, as it feels, and maybe this is just because I'm inexperienced and I've been reading a slightly different tone of books recently, but currently it feels very one-dimensional. It very much seems like the world is more or less built on, or at least these chapters are built on, here's the good guys, here's the bad guys, and the good guys might make mistakes, they might fail, but they're never going to make a wrong choice. It's just the world is not going to reward them. They're never going to be framed as, oh, this was a terrible decision. It's going to be, oh, the world around you is punishing you because the world is unjust, not what you've done is bad. It seems thus far. Because what happened with the sick slave, Kaladin, goes up to him, he's like, this guy's gonna die, here's how to treat him, he'll be fine, and then he immediately dies. Dude, why did you do that? I didn't want you getting sick. Also, I can see a lot of tropes already from other fantasy novels that I've enjoyed, with the little companion thing and the character who's super well trained by their dad, who they don't really like, but they still get all the benefits of having been really well trained, incredible skills and all this stuff. But it's not tiresome. It's just something that I've seen before. So I'm interested to see how the story separates itself, because it's an interesting world. I've seen pictures of some of the animals and stuff. It's very interesting, the world is, but the story is pretty by the numbers thus far. I wasn't expecting the jump, but it's an interesting thing. Also, it's pretty decent in establishing his character, and we're back to those same themes of, like, this guy doesn't realize all that much about himself. He's like, oh, I'm such a coward, I'm such a failure, blah, 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 when he's, like, the only capable person in any of these scenes, more or less, that we've seen in the actual book, not the prologue. Also, it's interesting that, I guess there was kind of a wrong choice made with the, like, dropping of the leaves, but that's not quite the same thing. It's not, like, something he's culpable for. It's not, like, something that he chose to do that was bad. It was just like, should have been better. Also, they use storm instead of dam, which is very funny. I always find, like, that sort of world building where they're just like, people behave just as they do in the real world in terms of, all the cultural things that they do. I find that to be a little bit lazy, I guess. I just don't find it to be realistic for the time frame. Finally, the last thing is, I thought that he was a shard bearer, and he doesn't seem to have his shard anymore. His shard blade. So that's something that I did not expect to see. I'll be interested to see if that is just like a plot hole, or if that is a plot point later, or if he's just not using it for whatever reason. Whatever ends up happening, I'm excited for chapter 3 tomorrow, so tune in if you want to see that review.
Like and subscribe now!